Hey everyone, I'm Hunter Reis, the master of disaster.
And I'm Terrena Scannell, the master of cupcakes. What?
This is a brand new episode of Common Agenda.
Hunter and I hope everyone had an amazing Halloween weekend. And now sit back, relax, eat that last piece of candy, and stay tuned to Common Agenda right here on the Emerson channel.
Welcome back, America, to another episode of Common Agenda. I'm here to bring you all the important news from around Emerson College. Now, before we get started, I just want to welcome everybody back to reality after a weekend of probably stuffing your face with Halloween candy and trying to get that last bit of fake blood off your forehead. So relax, and here are the most recent news stories. The city of Boston received some extremely sad news this week as former Mayor Thomas Menino passed away on Thursday, October 30th. Menino served in his position of mayor for 5 terms, and during that time did countless things to help move our college forward and to connect the school with the wonderful city around it. President Pelton sent out a school-wide message addressing the former mayor's death and discussed how much he did for the advancement of the Emerson community. Menino will be sorely missed by the people of Boston and the Emerson College family, and we will always consider him a friend. We send condolences to his family and wish them the best. Of all the things that are important to us at Emerson and we hold dear to our hearts, politics is number one, right? Okay, don't get sensitive, theater people. With Election Day coming up, everyone is getting antsy about who the next governor of Massachusetts will be. Yeah, I mean you polycom majors. In a poll conducted recently by the Emerson College Polling Society, it appears that right-wing candidate Charlie Baker has a slight edge on Democratic candidate Martha Coakley. With 48% of votes to her 42%, independent candidate Evan Falchuk took just 4% of the vote. Keep your eyes out for the official results. Election Day is this Tuesday, November 4th. We here at Common Agenda hope your Halloween was a smashing success. Ours sure was, thanks to Emerson's awesome costume stock sale. The annual event was held this past weekend in the multi-purpose room and had a great turnout. There were racks and racks and racks of gorgeous costumes for way cheap, and all had been previously used in productions by students in the Emerson's Performing Arts Department. Not only did students get to find cool Halloween costumes, they also got to take home a little piece of Emerson history. So next year, look no further for your Elsa the Snow Queen costume than the multi-purpose room. Lots of Emerson students turned out for the internship fair on October 29th for the chance to land an interview with a company that might hire them and may possibly pay them for their work someday in the future. Just what everyone at Emerson wants, right? Over 40 companies were represented at the fair, which took place at the Marriott Courtyard Hotel. How fancy! Students got to meet with representatives from places like 451 Marketing, Boston Herald, DeCapo Press, NBC Universal, Spotify, and WGBH-TV, and talk to new contacts about their interest in communication and the arts. Good luck getting those internships, kiddos. It's not unusual for Emerson students to make the front page of a newspaper, but it's still pretty cool when it happens, and it happened again. Patrick Truby, MFA class of 2010, got his artwork on the front page of the New York Times on October 31st. His illustrations accompany a video of Big Brawly Chisholm detailing LeBron James' first comeback in the Cleveland. The mostly black and white sketches go along with Brawly's narration and tell an amazing story. The video and accompanying article can be found in the sports section of nytimes.com. Congrats, Patrick. And now we're going to hear from the lovely Claire Parker with Focus on Film.
Agenda's Focus on Film. Today I'm sitting with Dan Collette, a first-year film production major who is now working on his foundation's project. Dan, tell us about your project.
Okay, so this is the 3rd project for this class. My professor is Hashiguchi, and he's given us a project where we have to it has to revolve around one person's life. It can only be 2 to 3 minutes, and no music, and has to involve some kind of voiceover or narration at some point in it. And I'm doing mostly editing for this project. We're a group of 3, and the title of it is Love is Magic. It's about a kid who's reading Harry Potter, and he gets really upset when he finds out that Ron and Hermione are falling in love because he had his heart broken and he doesn't want them to to have the same fate that he did, so he decides to try to stop it.
Great. Have you started production?
Yeah, we finished shooting yesterday, and I'm already.
So now it's
mostly-
your turn to
Yeah.
start working.
I'm mostly through the editing because I was doing it as we were shooting, but yeah, it's
Great. Good for you.
it's coming
That's the
along.
way to do
It's
it.
coming along nicely.
Good. What inspired you as a group to do this?
It was an idea that Bailey had, and like I said, he wrote it. And my other group mate, Warren, really liked the idea too, so we decided to just go with it.
That's great. Thank you so much for sitting with us.
Thanks.
Good luck with editing, and we'll catch you later. And that's it for Focus on Film. See you next time.
Hey everyone, I'm Nate Munich, and today I'm joined by Becky Brinkerhoff from Emerson Peace and Social Justice. Hey Becky.
Hi, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good.
Good. So tell us a little bit about your organization.
So, Emerson Peace and Social Justice is a twofold organization. We focus on activism in the Boston community and on campus. We have a service component, and we also have a long educational activism type component as well.
Okay, so that sounds all very interesting, and I know I'm a big proponent of this kind of stuff. So if someone wanted to get involved, how would they get involved?
So we meet every Wednesday from 8 to 9 in the 10th floor of Walker Conference Room. Our meetings are open to absolutely anyone and everyone who wants to come. We have speakers, we have discussions, we plan events, so it's a good time.
What time?
Wednesdays from 8 to 9.
8 to 9, all right. So tell me a little bit about your position in the organization.
So EPSJ is loosely non-hierarchical. For SGA reasons, we have a president and a treasurer, but that's about it. The group really runs on the passion of the individuals who are in the group.
Makes sense.
So if someone is super passionate about an issue and wants to do an event on it, then they take point on that event, and then everyone supports them in whatever endeavor they're going on. So yeah. I am the president, if I didn't say that already,
Yeah.
but I did. All right.
Yeah.
So that's, yeah, it's a wonderful organization.
Cool, cool. So tell me a little bit more about these what did you say, the groups,
Yeah, the committees.
the committees.
Yeah,
committees.
so right now we have a committee that's working on hunger relief education,
Okay.
which will be some events that will be happening in November. So that a committee would set up volunteer opportunities around hunger relief, plan whatever screenings, or we're maybe doing this thing called a hunger banquet in the works.
Okay,
So
in
they
the
just all
works.
plan things surrounding certain issues.
Interesting. So just a last question for you. If there are any things that you wanted to say to our viewers, do you have any specific announcements? Or?
Well, just come to our meetings if you're interested in these issues. We don't. We try to stay neutral on most things political, and we're open
that's
to
fair.
all sorts of opinions and pretty much everyone.
All right. Well, now we will hear from the beautiful Melanie Camacho with After Emerson.
Hey guys, it's Melanie from After Emerson. We're gonna go talk to Malia Lazu, the Executive Director of Future of Boston Alliance. She just so happens to be an Emerson alum, so we're really excited to talk to her. Let's go see what she's all about. Hi guys, it's Melanie from After Emerson. We're here with Malia to talk about a little bit of what she does on the daily. She's an Emerson alum, and we're super excited to talk to her. Hey, how are you?
Thank you so much for having me. I'm super
Thank you
excited
for
to
being
talk
here.
to you guys.
So at 19, you started what is now a multi-million-dollar organization. Can you tell us a little bit about that for some people who don't know?
Definitely. So Mass Vote, which is now being run by this wonderful woman named Cheryl Crawford, just actually did the electoral reform initiative that just passed to allow for easier voting here in the state. So we're very, very proud of it. And right now, the work that I'm working on is called the Future Boston Alliance, and it is an organization that comes out of Karmaloop.com, and the whole goal is to have a creative and cultural renaissance in the city of Boston. So we push creative economies in all neighborhoods. Again, you know, Boston is still a pretty segregated city, and so we work really hard to bring people from different races and different neighborhoods together. You know, we're working with folks who want to make a change and want to do that. And I think if I didn't have the hustle and chutzpah that I got from the 4 years at Emerson and, you know, just hustling up my own work, I probably wouldn't have been able to, you know, ingratiate myself in these spaces.
So what advice can you give to Emerson kids?
But I guess what I would say is the biggest thing is use your time now while you're at Emerson to build your career. Don't wait to graduate or think that you need that degree in order to move forward. Don't let life run you, because you will spend the rest of your life trying to chase it and trying to get caught up with it.
Well, thanks so much for joining us today, Malia.
Thank you so much for having me. This was quite fun.
It was, and we got a ton of real life advice that we can actually utilize, so I know I'm really excited to use it.
Yes, well, and you can always hit me up at Malia Lazu. Let me know if I said something that you want to go deeper with. Definitely holler at me. I love Emerson. I love all of our kiddies, so keep
Go Emerson, yeah. Go Lions.
Exactly. That's our sports, right? That's our sports.
Yeah, that's our mascot. We just wrapped up with Malia. Tune in next week to see who we have in store for you. I'm Melanie Fracker Emerson. See ya.
Hey there, Common Agenders. Let's check out what events we've got coming up around campus this week. Do you ever just feel like you're bursting with Emerson pride and you can't help but ramble to everyone you know about how great the school is and how there's no place you'd rather be? Good. Me too. Now you can do something more with that purple and gold energy. On Saturday, November 8th, beginning at 9 a.m., it's officially Emerson Day. It may as well be a national holiday, am I right? At various locations across our Boston campus, high school seniors and their parents have the chance to get all of their questions answered about Emerson and why it is right for them. If you see someone who looks a little young and a little bit nervous, share your fave Emerson experience. Spread your Emerson pride to the masses. Go Lions! Whatever your plans are for tonight, cancel them because you officially have something better to do. From 7 to 9 p.m. in the Bright Family Screening Room in Paramount, a Transgender Awareness Week keynote speaker is visiting Emerson. Kyle Broadus runs the Transgender Civil Rights Project at the National LGBTQ Task Force in Washington, D.C. This week he's here to give a speech for the Unapologetically Confident Transgender Awareness Week 2014. The event is sponsored by Eagle, Ebony, Career Resources, and several other organizations on campus. Don't miss out. If speeches aren't your thing, maybe workshops are. I know a lot of us like more interactive events, so there's something for that too. As part of the Transgender Awareness Week on Wednesday, November 5th from noon to 1:30, you can attend a workshop called Dismantle Me, Body Image Beyond Gender. At the event, attendees will be involved in discussions about gender privilege as well as gender marginalization and will engage in small and large group activities to explore these topics. By the end of the event, students in attendance will have learned from social activist Justice Roe Williams about the struggles of trans identity and ways in which trans identity can be celebrated. The workshop will be held in the Billboardy Theater at 216 Tremont. Be there. We here at Common Agenda are a very professional bunch. We're going places. In fact, you should probably add us on LinkedIn. Oh, you don't know how to use LinkedIn? Well, here's your chance to catch up. LinkedIn is a professional social network and is used by recruiters, hiring managers, and professionals. On Tuesday, November 4th from 12 to 1 p.m. in the Beard Room, the little building, you can attend a LinkedIn workshop sponsored by Career Services. The workshop will teach you how to build a stronger LinkedIn profile and how to use it to get further in your career. And seriously, add us on LinkedIn. We want jobs once we graduate too. Enough about fun events. Let's talk about getting injections, more specifically, flu shots. That's right, Emersonians. Flu season is here, and if there's one thing that will put a damper on your post-midterms euphoria, it's puking uncontrollably while your roommates avoid you even more than they usually do. So be sure to stop by the Center for Health and Wellness soon. And if you have Aetna insurance through the college, you're covered. And if you have private insurance, you've got to pay $30. But that's a small sacrifice for your health and the health of those around you. You don't need an appointment, just show up to 216 Tremont, 3rd floor, room 303. You can also get flu shots at CVS and Walgreens. Just do it, for the love of Groot, and don't get us infected.
All right, that's all the time we have for you today, America.
Make sure to tune in Wednesday where we will have another crazy episode with Chantel and Lauren. We hope you enjoyed the show, and if you didn't and have any suggestions, you can submit them anonymously to Emerson Confessional and we'll try to fix them. But really though, thank you for tuning in and we'll see you next time. Have a good day, everyone.